Big story today, of course, state prosecutors continuing cross-examination of Alec Murdaugh as he testifies in his double murder trial.
You've watched this testimony all day right here on News 2. Brendan Clark has been live outside the Colleton County Courthouse all day. And Brendan, this is the second day Alec Murdaugh has been on that stand.
Yeah, long and interesting 2 days to be sure, Carolyn and Aaron. We're going to start talking about June 7th. That is what Creighton Waters said today, the prosecution. That's what everyone's been waiting to hear from Alec Murdaugh about in this second day of testimony in his murder trial. The state making Murdaugh answer for his whereabouts during crucial times of the night, deleted phone calls we were talking about, very active 4 minutes during the time Paul and Maggie were murdered. Prosecutors just tearing into Murdaugh the entire day, all morning and into the afternoon. Why was he at the crime scene minutes before the murders? Why did he lie about it? Saying he lied about the most important fact of all, that he was with Paul and Maggie just moments before they died. The state continually ripping him for lying to investigators. They questioned him about the 13 minutes, 8:49 to 9:02. He said he took a nap, and the 4 minutes after that where he became very active, according to his cell phone. Murdaugh's answer, other than lying about being at the kennels, he has been cooperative about every aspect on the investigation, and that he did not, he says, manufacture an alibi.
Why was it important to you to get that information?
Because I knew that whoever had done this to them had Maggie's phone, and I knew that my phone and Maggie's phone and my car were never together.
Alec Murdaugh talking about the fact they found Maggie's phone a little bit away from Moselle in the woods when it was discovered. Also questions today from the prosecution about Alec, why there were deleted phone calls on his cell that night. Alec also saying he believes Paul and Maggie were murdered because of the threats they were receiving due to the boating accident in which Mallory Beach was killed. We have more team coverage. We're going back to Charleston with News 2's Aaron Morgan has more on today's testimony. Good evening, Aaron.
Brendan, exactly what you just said. Today, Alec Murdaugh said he believes his wife and son were murdered because of the boat crash involving Paul back in 2019. Prosecutor Creighton Waters asked Murdaugh about the boat crash that left Mallory Beach dead when Paul was allegedly driving the boat. Murdaugh said he never thought anyone on the boat or their families had anything to do with hurting Maggie and Paul, but he testified that after the boat wreck, there was a misrepresentation of Paul in the media, and the social media response to Paul's criminal charges connected to the boat crash were, quote, vile. Murdaugh testified that he believes his wife and son were killed as a result. Take a listen to Murdaugh's exchange with Waters.
I did then believe it was the boat wreck, and I believe now that the boat wreck had something to do with it.
So what you're telling this jury is that it's a random vigilante.
That's your
the 12-year-old, the 12-year-old 5'2" people that just happened to know that Paul and Maggie were both at Moselle on June 7th, that knew that they would be at the kennels alone on June the 7th, that knew that you would not be there, but only between the times of 8:49 and 9:02.
Prosecutor Creighton Waters alluding there to the testimony that we heard earlier this week when a defense witness, a forensic engineer, said that Maggie and Paul's shooter was between 5'2" and 5'4". Now we are going to continue our team coverage now back in Colleton County with News 2's Brendan Clark and Riley Benson.
Yeah, thank you. Here with Riley Benson as we are talking about today's testimony. A long day for Alec Murdaugh on the stand, but one thing the state kept hammering away: you have lied to everyone about everything. Why can we believe you now when you say you didn't do this?
Well, certainly, you know, they're hammering with the inconsistencies in the story that Alec has told since day one, since June 7, 2021, and even further back in the inconsistencies in some of these financial crimes that were able to be brought into this trial. So, you know, you heard this repeated line as far as when we were hearing the financial crimes. You were able to sit down around with these people, look them in the eyes, and still mislead them. That's something that could come back in closing arguments as far as the murders of Paul and Maggie. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear that line again, but continuing to hammer away at these inconsistencies, whether that be the Snapchat video that places Alec at the kennels or the roadside shooting. I mean, we heard about all of these different things the last 2 days and really the last 5 weeks.
We'll talk about his demeanor on the stand. We know he's very calculated when answering questions, a lot of times asking it to be repeated so that he understood it. Got mad a couple of times, also very emotional at times when talking about mostly Paul, sometimes Maggie as well.
Well, certainly, over the last 2 days, he's been emotional describing the scene of Moselle and the relationships that he had with Paul and Maggie. There were points today where he got frustrated with the line of questioning and at points kind of had dagger eyes towards Creighton or to the prosecution team just because, he'd been up there for so long. And, obviously, there's other points where he was maybe in control of the questioning. We saw that kind of this morning.
Talk about update us on the trial now. We know it's done for the weekend. They're off for 2 days, but you heard Judge Newman talking to Dick Harpootlian and Creighton Waters about what's next.
Well, week 6 will kick off on Monday. Dick Harpootlian says he has 4 more witnesses he wants to put on the stand before he rests. So that's 2 more than we were anticipating. From there, the state will get a chance to offer rebuttal witnesses. I've been told that that's going to be maybe a day, maybe a little more. From there, we'll go to closing arguments. The defense wants to split that between Dick and Jim. They wanted to have a time limit on that because of how much stuff there is in this case.
Talk forever.
It sounds like that there won't be a time limit right now on those closing arguments. Sounds like maybe the defense can split the closing argument. Judge Newman's going to take a look at some things provided by Dick Harpootlian and make a decision on that. But we're still talking at least 2, maybe 3 days of testimony in this before we even get to closing arguments.
Closing arguments. Okay, got a long road ahead still. News 2's Riley Benson, thank you. We want to let you know that we are covering this trial both online and on air. Of course, you can watch testimony on News 2, but if you want the latest update on stories, we have a blog. We're live streaming it. Just go to our website, counton2.com.